Hello and welcome. Happy 4th of July week. It's only a couple days away. I just picked some jalapeno peppers in my garden, and I had some bacon and some egg roll wrappers in my refrigerator. So today I'm going to make some jalapeno popper egg rolls, and they're going to be yummy and it's going to be so much fun. Let's get her done. I've arranged the bacon on a sheet pan, and we're going to put it into a 350-degree oven for a while till it's nice and cooked and crispy. We are going to seed and chop our jalapenos. Slice them down the middle. And scrape out the seeds. Let's get a spoon. Okay, we're just going to slide these onto a paper towel so we can throw them in the trash. You can leave the seeds in if you like your poppers super hot. I don't. Slide them out. Okay, we're going to do all 3 of these, and then we're going to chop them up. Our jalapenos are all seeded, and now we're going to cut them into a dice. Okay, we're going to keep going. Our jalapenos are all cubed up, sliced up, diced up. Now we're going to add them to some diced red onion and set them aside. This is going to be good with the bacon, and we're going to keep going on with the rest of the ingredients. I also had a 1/4 pound hamburger patty in my refrigerator, and that needs to be used up. So we are going to break this up and add it to our bacon and jalapenos and onions. And we're gonna cook this, break it up, cook it over medium heat until it's no longer pink. And then we can mix up our egg roll filling. And it should be pretty dang good. Our bacon is not completely cooked yet, but it has exuded some fat, so I'm going to add just a little drizzle of this bacon fat to keep the baconiness and the burgerness together. And we're going back in the oven. We're going to season our ground beef with some salt and pepper. And some garlic powder. And incorporate the splash of grease and the seasonings. And it's going to cook up nicely and be very flavorful. Our ground beef is all cooked up, no longer pink. And we're going to take it out of this pan and set it aside to cool. And I'm going to check the bacon. Our bacon is done, it's super crispy, and I'm going to set it aside to cool, and then we're going to make our filling for our egg rolls. Our cooled ground beef is in our bowl, and now we're going to crumble this bacon in here. Don't think we're going to use all this bacon, but we shall see. We're going to just bust it up. Our bacon is in, all crumbled up with our ground beef. And now here comes our jalapenos and onions. Don't want to touch the jalapenos, so we'll put it that way. And we're almost getting there. The next thing that's going in is an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Break it up. This has been softened to room temperature. Our cream cheese is in, and now we're going to blend our ingredients. I like to use my hands, but it's all sticking to them. And we'll keep going until we're nicely blended. Our jalapeno popper egg roll filling is pretty well blended. I'm going to finish it up with a spoon. Make sure it's all off the bottom and all that. But it's looking good and it's going to taste good. And the next thing we're going to do is assemble and fry our egg rolls. I'm going to serve them up with some barbecue sauce or some Asian sweet garlic chili sauce. I'll probably go in that direction. So, getting time to build our jalapeno popper egg rolls, and here's our filling. So yummy. They're going to be creamy and spicy and smoky and delicious. Our egg roll wrappers are unwrapped, but I want to keep them covered so they don't dry out. And now we have one laid on our work surface. And we want to find the more floury side, which would be this one. Then we're going to take a little water and rub it around the edges. And you're going to keep it like this, point down. Now it's time to put in our filling. Little tiny bit more. As you can see, our filling is on down the center. And the thing that we're going to do first is roll up the bottom edge and then roll in the sides and pinch. And then we're going to tuck and roll, tuck and roll, tuck and roll till we reach the other point, and make sure that our seams are sealed. This guy needs just a little bit more water. And here's our first jalapeno popper egg roll. Here comes our last one. Hope there's enough to fill this up. Let's have a look. And maybe it'll just be smaller than the other ones, but we came up with a total of 8. This one is definitely going to be smaller, so let's stretch out the filling. Had to wipe off my fingers, and then we're going to roll it up. And like I said, this one's going to be a little bit shorter than the others. But not too bad. And now we're going to heat up our oil in our Fry Daddy. And here are 8 jalapeno popper egg rolls ready to get fried. And I'm going to plug in the fry later, and we're going to do it. It looks like our oil has reached a good heat. We're going to lower a couple of these egg rolls into it. And set them so that they don't stick together. Push them aside. And when they float to the top and are nicely browned, they will be done. As you can probably see, the smaller egg roll is already done. The other one has not floated to the top yet. And this is what we look like. Yummy and crispy. And this one will be done very shortly. And then we'll put in the next couple. Our second egg roll is nicely browned up, so I took it out. And now we're going to continue on with the rest, but we'll record putting these ones in. Ooh, that's hot oil. Down we go. Sizzle, sizzle, bizzle. Our second round of egg rolls is done, crispy and browned. And in case you didn't notice before, I'm putting them on a plate lined with paper towels, and we're going to finish them up. Our jalapeno pepper egg rolls are all fried up, crunchy looking and delicious looking, smelling great. And now we're going to serve them up and see what they look like on the inside. I've placed our egg rolls on a plate. Here's what they look like on the inside. Creamy and meaty, and they're probably spicy too. And here's my favorite sweet chili sauce. And pour some into our little dipping cup. Take a taste. So good. Num nummy. And now we're gonna give them a taste. Thank you for joining me while I made a fun 4th of July snack inspired by stuff from my garden, as I've been doing a lot lately. And now we're going to dip and taste. So yummy, and I'm glad I added the ground beef to it too, because it made it meaty, and it's just so good. And I hope everybody had a fabulous 4th of July, and we'll see you again soon.